be me. 26 years old, working tech support from home, living in a crappy apartment complex called Sunset Gardens, which has seen neither sunset nor garden since 1987. Entire existence revolves around work, ramen, and gaming with my online squad every night. Main game is this battle royale called Apocalypse Hunters, where you survive zombie hordes while fighting other players. Been playing with the same group for 2 years now. We're like a well-oiled machine of chaos and screaming. Squad consists of me, username Toaster Strudel, my best gaming buddy Void Queen, and 2 other guys named Dominic and Blake. Void Queen is the best player among us, absolutely cracked at the game, makes plays that would make pro gamers weep. She's got this deep, raspy voice that sounds like she smokes a pack a day and hasn't slept in weeks. We've never seen each other's faces, never exchanged real names, pure anonymous gaming friendship. She's always online, like always. Doesn't matter if it's 3 a.m. on a Tuesday or 2 p.m. on Sunday. Sometimes I wonder if she's actually 3 raccoons in a trench coat operating a gaming PC. Our conversations are peak internet brain rot, mostly just call-outs, memes, and roasting each other. Toaster Strudel, you absolute walnut, there's a guy behind you. Void Queen, stop looting and help me, you goddamn gremlin. This is what passes for friendship in 2024, apparently. One night we're running squads and Void Queen is going off, dropping 20 kills like it's nothing. Holy crap, dude. You're insane tonight. Can't sleep. Might as well make children cry in video games, she responds. This is her usual vibe. Very doomer, very nihilistic, but in a funny way. Dominic, who's this try-hard, competitive player, is getting absolutely demolished by a team. This game is ass. I'm about to uninstall. Skill issue, Void Queen and I say in perfect unison. We laugh. Dominic rage quits. Classic Tuesday night. Blake, who's this chill guy from California, suggests we take a break. Y'all want to just hang in voice chat and watch some YouTube or something? We end up watching this video essay about how Evangelion is actually about depression and the hedgehog's dilemma. Void Queen gets really into it, starts going on this tangent about existential dread and human connection. We're all just floating in our own little AT fields, too scared to let anyone in because intimacy requires vulnerability, and vulnerability means potential pain. Ma'am, this is a Wendy's, I respond. She laughs. It's this weird snort laugh that's honestly kind of endearing. You ever think about how we spend more time with each other than with anyone in our actual lives? She asks. That's depressing as hell. Don't make me think about my life choices, Blake replies. We change the subject because nobody wants to confront the reality of their existence at midnight on a Tuesday. Few weeks go by, normal routine, work during the day, game at night, sleep whenever. One day I'm taking out my trash, and I see my neighbor from across the hall struggling with like 6 bags of garbage. It's this girl, probably my age, wearing an oversized hoodie that says, "Hate," in big letters, sweatpants, and these ratty slippers. She's got dark circles under her eyes that could qualify as luggage, hair in a messy bun, hasn't seen sunlight in what looks like months. Need help? I offer. She looks at me like I just asked her to solve a differential equation. I got it, she mutters, and proceeds to drop 2 bags, trash spilling everywhere. I help her pick it up anyway because I'm not a monster. Thanks, she says quietly, not making eye contact. I notice she's got this keychain on her bag. It's the logo for Apocalypse Hunters. Oh damn, you play AH? She freezes, looks up at me with these wide eyes. You play? Yeah, every night pretty much. I'm trashed here, but I have fun. She nods, awkward silence. Cool, well thanks again. And she bolts back to her apartment. Weird encounter, but whatever. Back to my cave. That night we're playing and Void Queen seems distracted. You good? You're playing like Dominic today. Hey, screw you, Dominic yells. I'm fine, just tired. Ran into a weird situation earlier. Oh? Some neighbor guy tried to talk to me about the game. It was awkward as hell. Wait a second. Void, where do you live? Why, you gonna dox me? She jokes. No, seriously, like what state? Nice try, FBI. I'm not telling you crap. I let it go, but something in my brain is connecting dots. Next few days, I'm hyper-aware every time I leave my apartment, looking for that hoodie girl. Finally see her again getting mail. She's wearing a different hoodie. This one says offline, in pixelated text. She sees me, does this little awkward wave. I wave back. She scurries back to her apartment like a startled cat. That night in game, I decide to test something. Void, what's your favorite anime? Why are you asking me this? Just curious. We never talk about normal stuff. Serial Experiments Lane, obviously. It's about the isolation of modern existence and the illusion of connection through technology. Of course it is. What about you? She asks. I'm basic. I like Cowboy Bebop, good vibes, and jazz. Acceptable taste? I'll allow it. We keep playing. I'm still suspicious, but can't confirm anything. A few days later, I'm in the apartment complex laundry room at like 11 p.m. because that's when I remember laundry exists. Hoodie girl walks in with her basket, sees me, visible panic. Oh, I can come back. It's cool, there's other machines. We do laundry in awkward silence for a bit. I notice her shirt. It's a band tee for this obscure shoegaze band called Nothing Forever. Solid band choice, I say. She looks surprised that I recognized it. You know them? Yeah, their album Tired of Tomorrow got me through some rough times. She actually smiles a little. That album is perfect for like 2 a.m. when you're questioning all your life decisions. So every night then, she laughs, actually laughs. We end up talking about music while our laundry runs. Turns out we have similar taste in sad bastard music. She recommends me some bands. I do the same. I'm Alex, by the way. Riley, she says. We exchange numbers in case the laundry room is occupied, but really, it's just an excuse. I go back to my apartment feeling weirdly good about making an actual human connection. That night, Void Queen is late to our gaming session. Sorry, was doing laundry and got distracted talking to someone. My brain is going full detective mode now. Someone from your apartment complex? I asked casually. Yeah, actually my neighbor. He's pretty cool, I guess. We talked about music. Bingo. I am 90% sure Voida Queen is Riley from across the hall. But I can't just ask because what if I'm wrong and I look like an insane person? Plus, if I'm right, that's equally weird because we've been gaming together for 2 years and had no idea. Decide to gather more evidence before making any accusations. Over the next week, Riley and I start texting occasionally, just memes and music recommendations. She's actually really funny over text, very sarcastic and dark humor, exactly like Void Queen's humor. Meanwhile, in game, Voida Queen mentions she's been texting her neighbor. It's weird. Like, I've lived here for 2 years and never talked to anyone. Now I'm having actual conversations. Is he cute? Blake asks. What? I don't know. I didn't analyze his face structure. What kind of question is that? Defensive. She thinks he's cute. Dominic chimes in. I hate all of you. I'm dying internally because if my theory is correct, she's talking about me. A few days later, I run into Riley at the mailboxes again. She's wearing a hoodie with a character from our game on it. Nice hoodie. That character is broken in the current meta. She grins. I know, that's why I'm mainer. If you're not abusing the meta, are you even trying to win? This is exactly something Voida Queen would say. What's your username? Maybe we've killed each other, I joke. She gets this weird look on her face. I don't really share my username. People get weird about girl gamers. Valid point. Fair enough. Well, if you ever want to squad up, let me know. I need teammates who aren't complete idiots. Most of my squad are complete idiots, but they're my idiots, she responds. I'm gonna lose my mind. That night I decide to do something stupid. In game I say, Void, you ever listen to Nothing Forever? Dead silence. How the hell do you know that band? She asks slowly. Friend recommended them. They're pretty good. What friend? My neighbor. We talked about music in the laundry room. More silence. Toaster Strudel. What's your real name? Oh crap. Why do you want to know? Just tell me. Alex. I can hear her breathing on the mic. She's not saying anything. Dominic and Blake are confused as hell. Did we miss something? Blake asks. I need to go, Voida Queen says, and logs off. Dude, what just happened? Dominic asks. I think I just accidentally revealed that my gaming buddy lives in my apartment complex. What? I explained the whole situation to them. Bro, that's either the coolest thing ever or the most awkward. There's no in between, Blake says. I'm sitting at my desk having an existential crisis. My phone buzzes. It's Riley. You're Toaster Strudel, aren't you? You're Void Queen. This is so weird. Extremely weird. I need time to process this. Same. We don't text for the rest of the night. I can't sleep. Just lying in bed thinking about how I've been gaming with my neighbor for 2 years. Next day I'm worried she's going to avoid me forever. Around noon she texts, "Want to get coffee? We should probably talk about this." There's a coffee shop in walking distance. I get there first, order a black coffee because I'm too anxious for anything fancy. Riley walks in wearing actual outside clothes, jeans, and a hoodie, but she's made an effort. We sit down, both awkward as hell. "So," she starts. "So," I echo. "This is insane. Completely insane." We both laugh nervously. I can't believe we've been playing together for 2 years and lived across the hall. The statistical probability has to be astronomical. We start talking about all the times we probably almost ran into each other without knowing. Remember that time I had to AFK suddenly because I heard a noise in the hallway? That was probably me dropping my groceries. We're laughing now, the awkwardness fading. "This doesn't have to be weird, right?" she asks. "I mean, it is weird, but it doesn't have to be bad weird." She smiles. "I'm glad it's you, honestly. You're like the only person in this building who's been nice to me. You're pretty cool yourself, even if you do main broken characters." Says the guy who uses the noob tube. We end up talking for like 3 hours. Coffee turns into lunch. I learn she works as a freelance graphic designer, mostly at night, hence the vampire schedule. She learns I work tech support and also have a backward sleep schedule. We're both basically neats with jobs, she observes. The dream. We walk back to the apartment complex together. "So are we still gaming tonight?" she asks. Obviously, Dominic and Blake are dying to know what happened. That night, we all get on voice chat. "All right, Spill," Dominic demands immediately. Riley and I explain the whole situation. "This is the most terminally online thing I've ever heard, and I moderate a Discord server," Blake says. "You guys are gonna fall in love, aren't you?" Dominic adds. "Shut up," Riley and I say simultaneously. "See? Already in sync." We play games like normal, but now there's this weird energy knowing she's literally 30 feet away. At one point, I can hear her laughing through the wall and through my headset. "Did you just hear an echo?" she asks. "Yeah, that's trippy." A few weeks go by, we fall into a new routine. Still game together every night, but now also hang out in person occasionally. Watch anime together, get food, do laundry at the same time. It's nice having a friend who gets my weird schedule and lifestyle. One night we're playing and this new guy joins our Discord. Username is Catboy Supremacy, but we just call him Marcus. "Yo, Void Queen invited me, hope that's cool," he says. His voice is higher pitched, very energetic. "More the merrier," I say. "Thanks, bestie. I'm Marcus, but everyone calls me Mars." We start a match and this dude is good, but also absolutely unhinged. "I'm going in, cover me." "Mars, that's a full squad, you're going to die." "Not if I believe in myself." He dies immediately. "Worth it, I looked cool doing it." Riley is cackling. "I met him on Twitter, he's hilarious." Mars becomes a regular in our squad. Guy is a femboy who's extremely open about it, always talking about his fits and makeup. "Just bought these thigh highs, they're so cute I might cry." "Mars, we're trying to clutch a round," Dominic yells. Sorry, I'm focused. I'm a gamer." He's actually a great addition to the group. Very positive energy to balance out Riley's doomer vibes. One night, Mars mentions he's going to a furry convention next month. "Wait, you're a furry?" Blake asks. "I mean, I don't have a fursuit, but I appreciate the art and community." "Fetish or lifestyle?" Dominic asks. "Why not both?" Mars responds cheerfully. Riley is losing it laughing. I love how this group just accepts everything without question. "We're gamers. We've seen weirder," I say. Mars invites his friend to join us next game. Guy's username is Fluffytail, but his real name is Derek. "Sup, gamers. I'm Derek. I'm a furry artist and I draw dragons." His voice is super deep and chill. "Cool. Can you draw me as a dragon?" Dominic asks immediately. Commission prices are on my Twitter. We play a few rounds. Derek is actually pretty decent. "So what's your fursona?" Mars asks him. "Red Panda. Very original, I know." The conversation devolves into furry lore that I don't understand. Riley texts me while we're in game. Our friend group is weird as hell, and we wouldn't have it any other way. A few days later, I'm getting fast food at 1 a.m. because healthy sleep schedules are a myth. Run into Riley at the Taco Bell drive-thru. We're in separate cars but end up parking in the lot and eating together. "Midnight Taco Bell parking lot, this is peak existence," she says. "We're living the dream." We eat our questionable food and talk about nothing and everything. She tells me about her family, how they don't really get her lifestyle. My mom keeps asking when I'm going to get a real job and meet someone. Parents don't understand that freelance is a real job, right? Like, I make decent money, I just do it in pajamas at 3 a.m. I tell her about my parents too, how they're disappointed I'm not using my computer science degree properly. They wanted me to work at Google or something. Instead, I'm resetting passwords for people who can't remember password 123. She laughs. We're both disappointments. We should start a club. The Disappointment Club, meetings every night in Discord. We sit in comfortable silence for a bit. Can I ask you something? She says. Sure. Do you ever feel like you're just going through the motions, like nothing really matters, and we're all just distracting ourselves until we die? Damn, okay, we're going deep at the Taco Bell parking lot. Sometimes, yeah. But then I think maybe the distractions are the point. Maybe meaning is just whatever keeps you going. She nods slowly. That's very Camus of you. I read one philosophy book in college, and now I pretend to be deep. She smiles. We head back to the apartment complex, say goodnight. That night in game, she seems more talkative than usual, less doomery. You good? I ask. Yeah, just had a nice conversation with a friend earlier. Made me feel less alone. Mars and Derek are now sharing furry memes in the Discord chat. Why is there so much cheese in furry art? Dominic asks. It's called artistic expression, Derek defends. It's called You Guys Are Weird, says the guy who has Dominic as a username in 2024 with no creativity, Mars fires back. Riley and I are dying laughing. Our squad has become this weird family of internet misfits. Later that week, Mars mentions he got banned from a subreddit. What did you do? Blake asks. I told a 4chan janitor to get a real job, and apparently he was a mod. Mars, you can't just attack Jannies. They do it for free, Riley says. That's the problem, Derek chimes in. I got banned from 4chan once for posting my art. What board? I'm not going to say. It was B, wasn't it? No comment. We're all losing it. Conversation shifts to 4chan stories. Everyone has weird tales. I once got in an argument about anime with someone who turned out to be a legitimate philosophy professor, Blake shares. Did you win? No, he destroyed me with Kantian ethics. Even I have a story about getting into a debate about whether hot dogs are sandwiches that lasted 3 hours. The internet was a mistake, Riley concludes. And yet here we are, I respond. Next day, Riley knocks on my door. Want to watch a movie? I'm bored and my internet is down. We end up watching The Matrix because she's never seen it. How have you never seen The Matrix? I was busy watching weird anime and playing video games. Halfway through, she pauses it. This is basically what we were talking about, the distractions and meaning thing. Yeah, red pill, blue pill, ignorance versus painful truth. Which would you take? Honestly, probably blue pill, ignorance is bliss. Coward's answer. Maybe, but I'm comfortable in my mediocrity. She thinks about it. I'd take the red pill, but then immediately regret it. That's very on brand for you. We finish the movie. She's blown away. How did this movie predict the internet? The Wachowskis are time travelers. It's the only explanation. She goes back to her apartment, I go back to mine. Life continues in this weird, comfortable pattern. Work, game, occasionally hang out with Riley, eat garbage food, sleep at weird hours. It's not ambitious or impressive, but it's mine and I'm okay with that. One night we're playing and Riley asks, you guys ever think about how we're basically NPCs in someone else's story? Void, why are you like this? Dominic groans. I'm just saying, we wake up, do the same things, follow the same patterns. That's called routine. It's how humans function, Blake argues. Or maybe we're all in a simulation and this is just someone's playthrough of Life Simulator. Mars. If I'm an NPC, I better have good dialogue options. Derek. I'm definitely the merchant NPC who sells random crap. The conversation devolves into what kind of NPCs we'd all be. Toaster Strudel would be the tutorial NPC who explains obvious things, Riley decides. And you'd be the mysterious NPC who gives cryptic warnings. I can live with that. A few days later, Riley and I are doing laundry again. It's become our thing. So I've been thinking, she starts. Oh no, never good when she's thinking. What if we started streaming our games, like not seriously, but just for fun? You want to willingly expose ourselves to the internet? We're already exposed, might as well profit from it. I consider this. What would we even call it? The Void and the Strudel, coming to a Twitch near you. I laugh. That's terrible, I love it. We actually start planning it out, might as well do something with our time. That night I mentioned it to the squad. Finally, Mars exclaims. We've been telling Void to stream for months. I didn't want to do it alone, it's less scary with someone else, Riley admits. We spend the next week setting everything up, getting overlays, testing audio. Riley is surprisingly good at the technical stuff. Our first stream is a disaster in the best way. We die immediately in our first match because we're distracted by reading chat. "Welcome to the stream. We're bad at games," I announce. "Speak for yourself. I'm just having an off day," Riley protests. Chat is actually pretty chill, mostly people from our Discord. Mars is spamming cat emojis. Derek drops a follow and immediately requests dragon art in chat. We end up streaming for 4 hours. It's actually really fun. Afterwards, Riley and I are both exhausted but happy. "That was cool," she admits. "We should do it again." Obviously, I'm already addicted to the validation from strangers. Over the next few weeks, streaming becomes part of our routine. Nothing big, maybe 20-30 viewers, but it's nice. Our friendship has evolved into something comfortable and easy. We're at that point where we can just exist in the same space without needing to talk. Sometimes she'll come over and just work on her design projects while I'm gaming. Or I'll go to her place and watch YouTube while she plays solo. It's domestic in a weird, non-romantic way. Dominic keeps making jokes about us being a couple. "You guys are basically married already." "We're friends," we both insist. "Friends who spend every day together and finish each other's sentences." That's what happens when you game together for 2 years. But honestly, I do wonder sometimes what we are exactly. Like we're closer than regular friends, but neither of us wants to risk the dynamic by making it weird. One night after a stream, Riley seems quieter than usual. "You okay?" "Yeah, just tired. Existential dread hitting different tonight." "Want to talk about it?" "Not really, just want to exist for a bit." We sit in Discord voice chat in silence for like 20 minutes. It's not awkward, just two people being alone together. "Thanks," she finally says. "For what?" Being okay with the silence. Most people need to fill every moment with noise. We're both too tired for performative conversation. She laughs softly. "Exactly." Few more weeks pass. We're settling into our weird little life. The streaming is fun, our squad is chaotic, work is tolerable because I know I have games to look forward to. Riley seems happier too, less doom and gloom, more just regular gloom. It's progress. One Saturday, Mars announces he's visiting our city for a convention. "We should meet up." Riley and I look at each other through our webcams. "I haven't left the house for non-essential reasons in months," she says. "Same, but it could be fun." We agree to meet Mars at a bar near the convention center. The bar is this hipster place with craft beer and board games. Mars shows up in full femboy glory, crop top, skirt, the works. "Besties," he screams and hugs us both. He's shorter than I expected, very energetic in person. "You guys look exactly like I imagined." "Tired and uncomfortable?" Riley asks. "Yes." We get drinks. Mars orders something called a rainbow explosion that's way too colorful. "How do you have this much energy?" I ask. "Monster energy and denial." Derek couldn't make it, but sent a video message of his fursona waving. The three of us end up having a great time despite the crowded bar. Mars tells stories about convention drama, artist alley chaos, fursuit malfunctions. So this guy in a dragon suit tried to do a backflip. The story ends with security getting involved and a lifetime ban. We're crying laughing. A guy at the bar overhears us and joins our conversation. "You guys into conventions?" "I work security at anime cons." His name is Jerome. He's this big dude covered in anime tattoos. "Worst thing you've seen?" Mars asks. "Body pillow incident of 2019. We don't talk about it." Now I have to know. No, it's classified for the safety of humanity. He tells us other stories. Apparently con security is wild. Riley is actually engaging with strangers. This is character development. We exchange discords with Jerome. He seems cool. So a guy walks into a bar with a body pillow. Jerome starts another story. "Oh no," we all say. The bartender says, "We don't serve your kind here." And the guy says, "That's fine. She brought her own drink." We're groaning and laughing at the same time. Night winds down. Mars has to get back to the con. "This was so fun. We need to do this more often." "Define often because my social battery is dying," Riley says. "Once a year?" Perfect. Riley and I walk back to our apartment, slightly tipsy. "That was actually nice," she admits. "Meeting internet friends in real life?" "Yeah, they're just as weird in person." "That's how you know they're real ones." We get back to the complex, stand in the hallway between our doors. "Thanks for pushing me to go," she says. "Thanks for not making it weird when I suggested it." We do this awkward should we hug dance, end up doing a weird side hug. Both go to our respective apartments. I can hear her laughing through the wall. Text her. We're so bad at human interaction. It's a skill issue. We need to patch it in the next update. That night we game like normal, but there's this weird warm feeling. Like things are good, not perfect, but good enough. And maybe that's all anyone can really ask for in this garbage fire of a timeline. My face when I spent 2 years gaming with someone who lived 30 feet away and it took a music conversation in a laundry room to figure it out. Be me. Few months have passed since the whole gaming buddy is actually my neighbor revelation. Life has settled into this weird, comfortable rhythm that I never knew I needed. Riley and I are basically attached at the hip now, both digitally and physically. Our streaming channel has grown to like 200 consistent viewers, which is mind-blowing. Most of them are there for Riley roasting me and our squad's chaotic energy. Dominic has become the unofficial punching bag of the group. Why am I always the one getting bullied? He complains during a stream. Because you make it so easy, Riley responds without missing a beat. Chat is spamming laugh emojis. Blake has started doing these dramatic reading sessions of bad fan fiction during our off hours. Okay, so this one is called My Immortal, and it's about a goth girl at Hogwarts. We're 20 minutes in and crying from laughter. This is what the internet has done to humanity, Riley wheezes. Mars has become our unofficial hype man, always promoting our streams on Twitter. He's also started a side hustle selling custom gaming keycaps with little cat paws on them. Capitalism is cringe, but also I need money for more skirts, he explains. Derek occasionally joins streams to show off his latest furry commissions. Some of them are actually really impressive art, like genuinely talented stuff. See, furries get a bad rap, but we're keeping digital art alive, he argues. You drew someone's fursona as a buff dragon with abs, Derek, Dominic points out. Art is subjective. One night we're playing and this new person joins our Discord. Username is Janny Hunter. Yo, I heard you guys are chill. Mind if I join? Voice sounds tired, like someone who's seen too much internet. Sure, man. What's your story? Blake asks. I used to be a 4chan janitor. Did it for 3 years. Finally quit last month. The whole Discord goes quiet. You were a Janny? What was it like? Mars asks, fascinated. Imagine cleaning up the worst humanity has to offer for absolutely zero pay while people constantly tell you to kill yourself. So basically retail but online, Riley observes. Exactly, except you can't even yell back. His real name is Kevin. He's 29, used to moderate V's in TV. The things I've seen cannot be unseen. I have the entire B-movie script memorized because people kept spamming it. We welcome him into our group. He fits right in with his dead inside humor. Why did you do it for 3 years if it sucked? I ask. Same reason people play League of Legends? Sunk cost fallacy and brain damage. Riley almost spits out her drink laughing. Our squad is now 7 people deep. It's getting hard to coordinate game times. We decide to split into 2 teams sometimes. Me and Riley usually duo queue. Playing with just her hits different. We've got this weird telepathic communication going. Behind you, she'll say, and I already know exactly where and what to do. We're getting scary good at this, I mentioned during one match. It's almost like spending every day together makes you understand someone's patterns. Wild concept. One Tuesday afternoon, Riley knocks on my door looking stressed. My client just canceled a huge project. I'm basically screwed for rent this month. Crap, that's not good. How much are you short? She tells me. It's like $400. I can spot you. Don't even worry about it. I can't just take your money. It's not taking, it's borrowing. Pay me back whenever. She looks like she might cry. Why are you so nice to me? Because you're my friend and that's what friends do. She hugs me suddenly. It's tight and lasts a few seconds longer than a normal friend hug. Thank you, she mumbles into my shoulder. I transfer her the money. She promises to pay me back in 2 weeks. That night during games, she's way more upbeat than usual. Void's in a good mood. Did she finally touch grass? Dominic jokes. I had a good day. Sue me. Character development, Mars cheers. We're in the middle of a heated match when Blake brings up something unexpected. So I've been seeing this girl for a few weeks. What? Blake has a girlfriend? Kevin sounds shocked. I mean, we've gone on like 4 dates. It's not official or anything. Our boy is growing up, Mars pretends to cry. What's she like? Riley asks. She's cool, works at a bookstore, really into horror movies. Blake found a goth girlfriend. I'm calling it now, Dominic predicts. Turns out she's exactly that. Blake shows us a picture later. Bro, she's way out of your league, Kevin says bluntly. I know, right? I don't know how I pulled this off. Confidence is fake it till you make it, Mars advises. Riley seems weirdly quiet after this conversation. Later, when we're alone in the call, she asks, "Do you ever think about dating?" Oh boy, here we go. Sometimes, I guess. Haven't really met anyone interesting. What about that girl from your work? Jessica? Nah, she's cool, but not my type. What is your type? I think carefully about how to answer this. Someone who gets my weird humor, doesn't mind my garbage sleep schedule, can hold their own in an argument. So basically another loser, she jokes. Takes one to know one. She laughs, but there's something in her voice I can't quite read. A few days later, our apartment building announces they're doing maintenance, and everyone needs to evacuate for a day. Something about the pipes and potential gas leaks. Where am I supposed to go for an entire day? Riley texts me. We could rent a hotel room, split the cost. That's not weird? We basically live together already. What's one day in a hotel? We book a room at this cheap place nearby. It's got 2 beds and smells vaguely like cleaning chemicals. Riley shows up with a backpack full of snacks and her laptop. I came prepared for a LAN party. We set up our gaming stations. It's hilariously cramped. Spend the entire day just gaming, ordering room service, watching stupid YouTube videos. At one point, we're both lying on our separate beds, scrolling our phones in comfortable silence. This is nice, she says randomly. Hotel rooms? No, just existing with someone without it being exhausting. I get what she means. Most social interaction is performative and draining. You're pretty easy to exist with too. We should exist more often. We literally see each other every day. Good point. That night we're watching this documentary about the history of internet culture. It gets to the part about early chat rooms and online friendships. Crazy how people used to think online friends weren't real friends, Riley comments. Some people still think that. Those people are stupid. I'm closer to you guys than anyone I knew in high school. The documentary talks about how the internet has fundamentally changed human connection. Do you think we're better off or worse? I ask. She thinks about it for a while. Different, not better or worse, just different. We're more connected but more isolated somehow. The hedgehog's dilemma again. Everything comes back to Evangelion. We end up falling asleep with the TV still on, wake up to some infomercial about knife sets. What time is it? Riley groans. Like 4 a.m., go back to sleep. Next morning, we head back to the apartment building. Maintenance is done. Thanks for not making that weird, she says at her door. Why would it be weird? She shrugs, goes inside. That week, Kevin mentions he's starting therapy. After 3 years of moderating 4chan, I think I've earned some professional help. Genuinely proud of you, man, Blake says. My therapist asked me what the worst thing I've seen online is, and I just laughed for 5 minutes. Did you tell her? I gave her a very sanitized version, and she still looked concerned. We're all sharing our mental health journeys. Turns out everyone in the squad has some form of anxiety or depression. We're just a bunch of sad gamers coping through friendship, Mars observes. That's beautiful in a depressing way, Derek adds. Riley admits she's been on antidepressants for 2 years. They don't fix everything, but they make existing slightly less painful. I mention I've thought about therapy but never actually scheduled it. Do it, seriously, it helps, Kevin encourages. Dominic reveals he has ADHD and takes medication for it. Explains why you can never focus in games, Blake teases. Hey, screw you, my brain just works different. It's weird how comfortable we all are sharing this stuff. Online anonymity creates this safe space for vulnerability. A few weeks later, Riley gets a huge design contract, pays me back plus extra. You didn't have to add interest. Consider it a thank you for not being weird about it. She also orders us matching hoodies with our usernames on them. They're ridiculous, and I love mine. We wear them on stream and chat goes crazy. Couple goals, someone comments. We're not a couple, Riley insists. Chat doesn't believe us, keeps shipping us. Anyway, honestly, the shipping doesn't bother me. It's just funny at this point. One night, Dominic asks the group a question. If you could live in any video game universe, which one? Everyone has different answers. Blake says Stardew Valley because peaceful farming life. Mars says Final Fantasy XIV because cat boys. Derek says anything with dragons. Kevin says Animal Crossing because no humans. What about you two? Dominic asks me and Riley. Probably something like Persona, normal life, but also cool, supernatural stuff, I answer. I'd pick Dark Souls, Riley says. Everyone laughs. Of course you would, Mars cackles. What? I like the aesthetic and crushing difficulty. You just want to suffer in a different format, Kevin observes. Exactly. We end up having this deep conversation about escapism and why we're all so obsessed with games. Real life is just a worse version of a video game with no clear objectives and permadeath, Dominic philosophizes. That's the most nihilistic thing you've ever said, Blake responds. I have layers, Riley brings up the simulation theory. What if we're already in a game and just don't know it? Then the devs need to patch this crap, the balance is terrible, Kevin jokes. I'd like to speak to the manager of reality, Mars adds. We're all laughing, but there's this underlying current of actual existential dread. Generation raised on the internet trying to find meaning in meaninglessness. Few days later, I'm grocery shopping at 2 a.m. because that's when I remember food exists. Run into Riley in the frozen food section. Great minds think alike, she says, holding ice cream. That's literally all you have in your cart. Depression meal. I add some actual food to her cart, she protests, but lets me. We check out together, walk back to the apartment. You don't have to take care of me, she says. I'm not taking care of you, I'm just, I don't know, being present? She smiles at that. You're good at that, being present. We get back, she invites me in to watch some anime. End up binging an entire series about time loops and existential suffering. Why do we watch shows that make us sad, I ask. Because feeling something is better than feeling nothing. Can't argue with that logic. It's 6 a.m. when I finally go back to my apartment. Sleep till 2 p.m., wake up to messages from the squad planning tonight's games. This is my life now, and honestly, it's not bad. Sure, I'm not successful by society's standards, not climbing any corporate ladders or buying houses or starting families. But I've got friends, I've got Riley, I've got something that feels like purpose. That night during stream, someone in chat asks, "What's your biggest fear?" Riley answers first. Waking up one day and realizing I've wasted my life. Damn, okay, we're getting real. Same, honestly, just the creeping dread that none of this matters, I add. But does anything actually matter? Mars chimes in. We're having a full existential crisis on stream. I think mattering is subjective, Blake offers. This matters to us right now, that's enough. Chat is actually being really supportive, sharing their own fears and thoughts. One person writes, "You guys helped me through a really dark time, that matters." Riley reads it out loud and her voice cracks a little. "Thanks, chat, you guys are all right." After stream, she seems emotional. "You good?" "Yeah, just weird to think we actually impact people's lives. Positive impact is still impact." "When did you become wise?" "I'm not. I just sound smart sometimes on accident." Few weeks pass, Halloween is coming up. Mars suggests we all do a cosplay stream. "I'm not dressing up," Kevin immediately refuses. "Come on, it'll be fun," Mars insists. We eventually agree, everyone picks characters. Riley goes as Ray from Evangelion, full plug suit and wig. I go as Spike from Cowboy Bebop because it's easy. Mars obviously goes as a Catboy maid, he already owns the outfit. Derek dresses as his fursona, just the ears and tail though. Blake dresses as some obscure horror movie character. Dominic goes as a generic knight, puts in zero effort. Kevin refuses to show cam but puts on a janitor uniform in solidarity. The stream is absolute chaos, we're all laughing at each other. "Riley, you actually look really good in that cosplay," someone in chat comments. She blushes, it's visible even through the camera. "Thanks, I guess. Felt weird buying a skin-tight suit online." We play games in costume. It's ridiculous and perfect. Chat loves it. We gain 50 new followers. After stream, Riley comes over still in costume. "I feel stupid wearing this." "You look cool." Very accurate to the character. "You're just saying that." "I'm saying that because it's true." She sits on my couch. We're both tired from streaming. "Can I ask you something serious?" she says. "Oh no." "Sure. Do you ever think about what we're doing, long term?" I don't know how to answer that. "Sometimes why?" "I just wonder if we're building something real or just distracting ourselves from our problems." Heavy question for midnight on Halloween. "Maybe it's both. Maybe that's okay." She nods slowly. "I think you're one of the best things that's happened to me in years." My heart does a weird thing. Same, honestly. Life was pretty gray before all this. We're having a moment. It's terrifying and nice simultaneously. "I should probably go change out of this ridiculous suit." She breaks the tension. "Yeah, I should sleep. Got work tomorrow." She leaves. I sit there processing whatever just happened. Text Blake. "How do you know if you like someone as more than a friend?" He responds immediately. "You're asking the wrong guy. I stumbled into my relationship by accident." Helpful. I don't bring it up again. We just continue as normal. November comes, the weather gets cold, both of us become even more hermit-like. Our apartment complex loses heating for a week. Riley's apartment gets colder than mine for some reason. I'm gonna freeze to death, she texts. Just come stay at my place till they fix it. She shows up with blankets and her cat, Chairman Meow. You have a cat? He's usually hiding, very antisocial, like his owner. Chairman Meow is a fat orange tabby who immediately claims my couch. Riley sets up camp in my living room. We're basically roommates for a week. It's surprisingly not weird, we fall into an easy routine. She makes coffee in the morning, I cook dinner at night. We game together, work separately, exist in the same space comfortably. This is nice, she says one night. What is? Having someone around, not feeling alone all the time. You're never alone. We're literally always in Discord. It's different in person though. I know what she means. Digital connection can only do so much. Heating gets fixed. She goes back to her apartment. My place feels empty without her. Chairman Meow left fur everywhere though. That week, Kevin announces he got a job doing actual content moderation for a big tech company. They're paying me real money to do what I did for free. I've won capitalism. We're all proud of him. From Janny to paid moderator, that's character growth, Mars celebrates. Derek gets a huge commission from a major furry artist. I'm collaborating with one of my heroes. I might cry. Furry dreams do come true, coming to theaters near you, Dominic jokes. Blake's relationship is getting serious. He's meeting her parents soon. I'm terrified. What if they hate me? Just be yourself, Riley advises. Terrible advice. He should be someone better, Kevin counters. Thanks for the support, guys. Mars is saving up for top surgery. He's been open about his transition journey. 6 more months and I can finally be comfortable in my body. We're all supportive, help him promote his keycap business. Our weird internet family is actually doing okay. Everyone's growing and healing in their own ways. Mid-November, Riley seems distant during the games. You good? I ask privately. Yeah, just thinking about stuff. Want to talk? Not yet. I give her space. A few days pass. She finally knocks on my door at like 1 a.m. Can we talk? Oh crap, this is serious. We sit on my couch, she's fidgeting. So I've been thinking a lot about us. Here it comes. And I don't know how to say this without making it weird. Just say it. We're past weird at this point. She takes a deep breath. I think I have feelings for you, like more than friend feelings. Time stops for a second. And I know that's probably awkward because we're neighbors and gaming buddies, and if you don't feel the same way, we still have to see each other all the time. She's spiraling. Riley, and I don't want to ruin what we have because it's the best friendship I've ever had, but also I can't keep pretending. Riley, she stops, looks at me with terrified eyes. I like you too, have for a while now. I'm just an idiot who didn't know how to bring it up. Her expression shifts, from terror to confusion to relief. Wait, really? Yeah, really, thought it was obvious. Nothing about you is obvious. We both laugh nervously. So what now? She asks. I don't know. This isn't exactly something I have experience with. Same. My last relationship was in college, and it lasted 3 weeks. We sit in awkward silence for a moment. We could try dating, I suggest. How would that even work? We already hang out constantly. I guess we just keep doing what we're doing, but with like kissing? She laughs. Most romantic proposal ever. I'm working with limited data here. She kisses me suddenly. It's quick and awkward and perfect. Was that okay? She asks. Yeah, that was good. We can do more of that. Smooth. We decide to take things slow, not tell the squad yet. Want to figure out what this is before everyone makes it a thing. Next few weeks are weird, but good weird. We're basically the same, except now there's hand-holding and kissing. Still game together, still stream, still exist comfortably, just with added relationship stuff. Christmas is coming up. Riley mentions her family wants her to visit. I haven't seen them in 2 years. You should go. Come with me? Wait, what? You want me to meet your parents? I mean, if you're comfortable with it, no pressure. Meeting the parents feels like a big step, but also I don't want her to go alone if she's anxious. Sure, I'll come. Her face lights up. Really? Yeah, might as well get the awkward family dinner out of the way. We booked tickets. I'm already dreading it. Tell the squad we're both going offline for a few days for Christmas. Wait, are you two going together? Mars asks suspiciously. Just visiting family, Riley says vaguely. Sure, family, we believe you, Dominic teases. We ignore them. The trip is actually not terrible. Riley's parents are nice, a bit confused by her lifestyle, but trying. So you play video games for a living? Her mom asks. It's more like a side thing. I do graphic design, Riley explains. And you two are friends? Yeah, we live in the same building, I answer. Her dad is a quiet guy, asks me about tech support work. We bond over shared hatred of printer troubleshooting. Her younger brother is cool, also a gamer. We talk about builds and specs. Christmas dinner is surprisingly pleasant. Afterwards, Riley thanks me for coming. That wasn't as bad as I thought. Your family's nice. They're trying. That's more than I expected. We head back home, both exhausted from social interaction. Back to the comfort of our weird little bubble. New Year's Eve. We do a special stream, countdown with chat. When midnight hits, we're all celebrating in Discord. To another year of questionable life choices, Kevin toasts. And to friendship, Mars adds. And to not dying, Blake contributes. Dark but accurate, Derek agrees. Riley and I share a look through our webcams. This weird thing we've built is real and good. After stream, I walk across the hall to her apartment. Happy New Year, I say. Happy New Year, she responds. We kiss at 12:05 a.m. because we're not coordinated enough for midnight timing. This is a good timeline, she says. Could be worse. Could be better. Could be different. But it's ours. Exactly. We spend New Year's Day hungover watching bad movies. This is my life. Gaming with friends, existing with Riley, finding meaning in small moments. It's not the life anyone planned, but it's the life we built. And somehow that makes it perfect. My face when my gaming buddy became my neighbor, became my best friend, became my girlfriend, and it all started because we both had terrible sleep schedules and good taste in sad music. Be me. Everything goes dark suddenly. The apartment, Riley, the games, all of it just vanishes. Feel this weird pulling sensation like being yanked backwards through reality. My eyes open, but they're not my eyes. I'm staring at a gray ceiling covered in rust stains and flickering LED strips. Sit up slowly, head pounding like someone hit me with a hammer. I'm in a pod, some kind of medical chair with tubes and wires connected to my arms and head. Rip them off, they make this gross squelching sound. Look down at my hands. They're thin, pale, covered in old scars. This isn't right. This isn't my body. System disengagement complete. Welcome back, user 4827 Alex, a robotic voice announces. What the hell? Stumble out of the pod, legs don't work right, haven't been used in who knows how long. Room is small, maybe 8 by 8 feet, walls are concrete and covered in grime. There's a small window, look outside and immediately wish I hadn't. The sky is orange, not sunset orange, pollution orange. Buildings stretching up forever. All of them look half collapsed. Flying drones everywhere. Police sirens constantly in the distance. Holographic advertisements covering every surface screaming about products and services. What year is it? I croak out. Voice sounds wrong. The current year is 2077, December 15th. The robotic voice responds. 2077. I've been under for, calculate quickly, holy crap. None of it was real. Riley wasn't real. The squad wasn't real. My entire life for the past however long was a simulation. Feel like I'm gonna puke. The door to my pod room slides open with a hiss. A figure walks in, humanoid but obviously artificial. She's got synthetic skin that looks almost real but moves slightly wrong. Bright blue eyes that glow faintly, white hair pulled back, wearing this retro maid outfit, which is weird. Good morning, Alex. You've been under for 6 months this cycle, she says cheerfully. Her voice is pleasant, but has that slight robotic undertone. Who are you? I'm Unit 7734, but you call me Yuki. I'm your assigned companion and caretaker. Right, my robot waifu. Memories are flooding back now. The real memories. This is my life, has been for years. I rent this pod apartment for 2,000 credits a month, work some garbage data entry job for Megacorp Solutions. Spend all my money on LAMP Incorporated subscriptions. LAMP Inc., the company that provides the simulation pods. They pump you full of dopamine and serotonin while you live fake lives. It's the only thing that makes existence tolerable. How long was I under total? I ask Yuki. She tilts her head, accessing data. This session was 6 months. You've accumulated 4 years total in simulations. 4 years of my life lived in fake realities. Do you require sustenance? Your nutritional levels are suboptimal. Yeah, food, whatever. She glides over to the food dispenser. It's basically a microwave that prints synthetic protein blocks. This is my reality. This is what's actually real. Eat the protein block. Tastes like cardboard and sadness. You have 47 credits remaining in your account. Rent is due in 2 weeks, Yuki informs me. Crap, need to go to work. Haven't been to actual work in 6 months. Been using my accumulated simulation time. Check my terminal. Hundreds of messages from my supervisor. Employee 4827, your absence has been noted. Report immediately or face termination. Great, probably already fired. Look around my actual living space. It's depressing as hell. One room, pod chair taking up most of it. Small bathroom that barely works. Everything is gray or brown, no color anywhere. There's a window, but the view is just other pod apartments stacked to infinity. I need to shower. Water rations have been depleted. Next allotment is in 3 days, Yuki says. Of course they are. Use the sonic shower instead. It vibrates the dirt off. Feels awful. Put on my work clothes, gray jumpsuit with Megacorp Solutions logo. Everyone wears the same thing. Easy to spot the wage slaves. Will you be returning to work? Yuki asks. Don't have a choice. Need credits for rent. And for Lamp Incorporated services? She knows me too well, even if she's artificial. Yeah, that too. Head out into the corridor. It's packed with people. Everyone looks dead inside, shuffling to their jobs. Take the elevator down. It's broken, so I walk down 47 flights of stairs. Outside is worse than I remembered. The air tastes like chemicals. Have to put on my respirator mask. Streets are crowded, people everywhere, nobody making eye contact. Advertisements are screaming at me through my neural implant. Buy synth food. Taste the difference. There is no difference. It all tastes like nothing. Pass by a Lamp Incorporated storefront. The window displays show happy people in pods. Live your best life. Unlimited realities await. See people lined up outside, desperate to get in, to escape. Can't blame them. Reality is a nightmare. Get to Megacorp Solutions building. It's this massive black tower. Security scanner at entrance. Have to verify my identity chip. Employee 4827 verified. You have 23 violations for absence. Take another elevator up to floor 198 where data entry is located. Office is just rows of cubicles with people staring at screens. My supervisor, a guy named Marcus with cybernetic eyes, spots me immediately. 4827, my office now. Follow him to his glass box office. You've been gone 6 months. 6 months. Do you know how behind we are? I was using accumulated sim time. I don't care what you were using. You're barely making quota when you're here. He's yelling now, spit flying. You're on probation. One more violation and you're terminated. Understand? Yes, sir. Get back to work. Return to my cubicle. It's covered in dust. Sit down, log into the system. 47,000 unprocessed data entries. This is my real life, processing numbers that don't matter for a company that doesn't care. Start working. It's mindless. Click button. Verify data. Click button. 8 hours of this every day. Coworker next to me, her name is Janet, I think. Doesn't even look up. You were under a while, she mutters. Yeah, 6 months. Lucky, I can only afford 2 weeks at a time. What sim do you run? Historical romance, 1800s England, I'm a duchess. Everyone's got their escape. What about you, she asks. Gaming life, early 2000s internet culture. Sounds boring. It was perfect. Worked the full shift. By the end, my eyes hurt and my back is killing me. Get paid 47 credits for 8 hours of work. Rent is 2,000 credits. Do the math, need to work like 43 shifts just for rent. Food, water, air credits, all extra. And I want to go back under, need to save for that. Lamp Inc. charges 500 credits per month of simulation. 6 months would be 3,000 credits. I'm broken. Head home, streets are dark now. The orange sky replaced with red neon. Crime is everywhere, but nobody cares. Police only protect corporate zones. See a guy getting mugged in an alley. Keep walking. Not my problem. Can't afford to make it my problem. Get back to my pod apartment. Yuki is waiting. Welcome home, Alex. You look tired. I am tired. I'm always tired. She brings me another protein block. This one is beef flavored. It's not beef. Nothing is real beef anymore. Cows went extinct in 2051. Eat in silence while watching the state-mandated news on my screen. Megacorp Consortium reports record profits. New recycling initiative processes 40% of corpses efficiently. Lamp Incorporated announces new simulation packages. That last one catches my attention. They've got new time periods available, 1960s Americana now included. Show a family, husband, wife, 3 kids, white picket fence. Everything fake, but everything perfect. You're thinking about going back under, Yuki observes. Is it that obvious? You always get that look. She sits next to me, her movements smooth but slightly mechanical. I don't blame you. This world is not designed for human happiness. You ever wonder what it's like to feel things? She processes this for a moment. I simulate emotions, I don't feel them. I imagine true feeling is terrifying and beautiful. It is or was, in the sim it was. Tell me about it? So I do. I tell her about Riley, about the squad, about the life I lived. She listens, her artificial face showing programmed interest. It sounds wonderful. It was a lie, though. Does that make it less real to you? Good question. I don't know anymore. Spend the next few weeks working, saving every credit. The routine is soul-crushing. Wake up, work, eat protein blocks, sleep, repeat. Janet got fired for falling asleep at her desk. They replaced her with someone new within an hour. Guy across from me had a breakdown, started screaming about how nothing matters. Security dragged him out. Nobody even looked up. This is normal. This is life. Finally, save up enough credits. 3,500 total. 2,000 for rent, 1,500 left over. Could do 3 months in simulation. Or could do the new package, 1960s life, 6 months for 2,000 credits. Special promotion. It's more expensive per month, but the immersion is supposedly incredible. Head to Lamp Incorporated facility. It's this gleaming white building. Inside is all clean and sterile, complete opposite of outside. Receptionist is an AI, flashes me a perfect smile. Welcome to Lamp Incorporated, where reality is what you make it. I want to purchase sim time. Excellent choice. What package interests you? The 1960s Americana, 6 months. Wonderful selection. That's our premium nostalgia package. She processes my payment. My account drops to 1,500 credits. Barely enough for rent, but I don't care anymore. You'll be placed in Springfield, generic American suburb. You'll have a wife, 3 children, stable job. Sounds perfect. Any customization preferences? No, surprise me. They lead me to a pod room. It's nicer than my apartment. Help me into the chair, start connecting the tubes. This will include dopamine optimization, serotonin regulation, and memory integration. Will I remember this? The real world? Not while under, your consciousness will fully integrate with the simulation. Good, I want to forget. They attach the neural interface to my head, cold metal on skin. Sweet dreams, user 4827, Alex. Everything goes dark again. Then light, warm light, sun on my face. I'm standing in a driveway. There's a house, 2-story, white with blue shutters. Lawn is perfect green, not a brown spot anywhere. Bird are singing. Real birds, not the mutant pigeons from outside. Look down. I'm wearing slacks and a button-up shirt, nice shoes. Feel different. Body is healthy, no aches, no exhaustion. The door opens, a woman walks out. She's beautiful. Dark hair, kind eyes, wearing a floral dress. Honey, breakfast is ready. I know her, my wife Margaret. We've been married 8 years, high school sweethearts. Walk inside, the house smells like bacon and coffee, real coffee. 3 kids at the table, 2 boys and a girl. Tommy is 7, Sarah is 5, little Michael is 3. They're excited to see me, run up for hugs. Daddy, can we go to the park today? Maybe later, sport. Daddy's got to go to work. Work, right? I'm an accountant at a local firm. Steady job, good pay, benefits, pension. Everything is stable and certain. Sit down for breakfast. Margaret made pancakes, eggs, bacon. It tastes incredible. Real food, actual flavors. You look happy, Margaret says. I am happy. And I mean it, or the simulation makes me mean it, doesn't matter. This is peace. This is what I was missing. No grinding for credits, no orange skies, no corporate overlords. Just simple life, family, routine that feels meaningful. After breakfast, I head to work in my car. A 1965 Chevrolet, runs perfect. Drive through neighborhood, everyone waves, friendly faces everywhere. No crime, no poverty, no desperation. All fake, but feels more real than reality ever did. Get to the office. It's this nice brick building downtown. Coworkers are friendly. We joke about sports and weekend plans. Work is satisfying. Balancing books, helping clients, being useful. Lunch break, I meet up with the guys. We go to a diner. Burgers and milkshakes, talking about the upcoming baseball game. "You catch the game last night?" Bill asks. "Sure did. Hell of a play in the ninth." None of this is real. These people are AI constructs, but they feel real. The conversations feel real. Afternoon, I get a call from Margaret. "Tommy fell off his bike. Rush home, he's crying, but okay, just scraped knee. Clean him up, put on a bandage, tell him he's brave." "Thanks, Dad," he sniffles. My heart swells with feeling. Chemical or not, it's there. Evening, we have dinner as a family, pot roast and vegetables. Kids tell me about their day at school. Margaret talks about the church bake sale. After dinner, we watch television, some Western show. Kids fall asleep on the couch, carry them to bed one by one, tuck them in, kiss their foreheads. Margaret and I sit on the porch, drinking lemonade, watching the sunset. "I love you," she says. "I love you too." It's scripted, but I believe it. This is the life I'm supposed to have. Weeks turn to months, fall into perfect routine. Work, family, church on Sundays, barbecues with neighbors. Tommy's birthday party, Sarah's first day of school, Michael learning to walk. Every moment is precious, every day is good. Sometimes there's this nagging feeling like I'm forgetting something. Dreams about gray skies and robot voices. But I push them away, focus on what's in front of me. Margaret notices sometimes, asks if I'm okay. "Just tired, honey. Work's been busy." She accepts this, brings me coffee, kisses my cheek. The system is perfect. The simulation knows exactly what I need. One day I'm at work and reality glitches. Bill's face freezes mid-sentence. Everyone in the office stops moving. "System maintenance in progress," a voice echoes. No, not now. I don't want to leave." Everything resets. People move again like nothing happened. But I remembered for a second. There's another world, a worse world, waiting. Try to forget, throw myself into family life. Take them on vacation to a lake. We go fishing, roast marshmallows. Kids are laughing, Margaret is smiling, sun is setting over the water. "This is perfect," I say out loud. "It really is," Margaret agrees. Somewhere deep in my mind, I know it's not real, but it's better than real. It's ideal. Months pass, seasons change, life continues. Tommy loses his first tooth, Sarah learns to read, Michael starts talking. I get a promotion at work, we celebrate with ice cream. Neighbors throw us a party, everyone is so genuinely happy for us. This is community, this is belonging, this is human connection. Even if it's manufactured, it's what I needed. Christmas comes, we decorate a tree, kids are excited about Santa. Margaret and I stay up late wrapping presents. "Thank you for being such a good father," she says. "Thank you for being perfect," she laughs. "Nobody's perfect. You are to me." Christmas morning is chaos, kids tearing open presents, joy everywhere. I'm watching them, feeling content, complete. Then another glitch, smaller this time. For just a second, I see Margaret's face pixelate. Her smile becomes code. Blink and it's gone. She's solid again. "You okay, honey?" she asks. "Yeah, just déjà vu. Can't think about it. Won't think about it. This is my life now." The other thing was the dream. New Year's comes, we watch fireworks from our backyard. 1967 now. In the simulation, though I don't think about years. Holding Margaret close, kids asleep inside. "What are you hoping for this year?" she asks. "More of this, just more of exactly this." That's all I want too. We kiss as the fireworks explode overhead. Somewhere in a pod in 2077, my real body is being fed nutrients and dopamine. Tubes in my arms, wires in my brain, slowly wasting away. Yuki is probably checking my vitals, making sure I don't die. The world outside is probably getting worse, it always does. But here in this moment, in this fake reality, everything is good. I choose to stay, choose to believe, choose the comfortable lie over the harsh truth. Because what's the point of reality if reality is hell? Simulation continues, days blend together in the best way. Work, family, simple pleasures, manufactured happiness. And I'm okay with that. More than okay. Sometimes ignorance really is bliss. Sometimes the blue pill is the right choice. Somewhere in the back of my mind, I know this will end. 6 months will run out. I'll wake up again in that gray pod. Back to Megacorp Solutions, back to protein blocks, back to the orange sky. But I'll save up again. I'll return to this. Because this fake life is better than any real life I could have. My kids will stay young forever. My wife will always love me. The sun will always shine. The grass will always be green. Nothing will ever change because change means decay. Here in 1967 in Springfield, in my perfect house, I'm finally home. Tommy calls from inside, wants me to help with his homework. I go in, leave the future behind, embrace the past that never was. This is my reality now, the only one that matters. And when it ends, when I wake up, I'll just come back. Again and again, until my body gives out or my credits run dry. Because living in a beautiful lie beats existing in an ugly truth. That feeling when you realize your entire happy life was a simulation, but you'd rather die in the pod than live one more day in reality. My face when I'm literally plugged into the Matrix and I don't even care because fake 1960s suburbia is better than real 2077 dystopia.
Oh, wow. Oh, wow. So you want to know what just happened? Let me catch you up real quick. So there I was, right? Living my best life. Gaming every night with my squad. Found out my best gaming buddy Void Queen was actually Riley, this Femcel girl who lived across the hall from me. What are the odds, right? And it gets better. We became friends, then best friends. Then we started dating. I met her family for Christmas. We were streaming together, building this whole beautiful life. Except none of it was real. Riley, fake. The squad, fake. Dominic, Blake, Mars the femboy, Derek the furry artist, Kevin the ex-Janny, all fake. Every laugh, every late-night conversation, every moment of connection, algorithms. Just dopamine-optimized code pumped directly into my rotting brain. 6 months. I was under for 6 months while my real body wasted away in a pod, tubes in my arms, wires in my skull. And you know what the kicker is? The really funny part? I paid for it. I gave Lamp Incorporated my credits. Credits I earned processing meaningless data for Megacorp Solutions in this orange sky hellhole. I live in a box. I eat protein blocks that taste like cardboard and shit. The air costs money. The water costs money. Everything costs money. But hey, at least I can escape into a simulation where I had friends, where I had a girlfriend, where life actually had meaning. Except it didn't. It was all a product, a subscription service. Happiness as a service. And the best part? I'm going back. Yeah, you heard that right. I'm gonna grind my pathetic job, save up my credits, and plug right back into the damn Matrix. Because what else am I supposed to do? Live in reality? This reality where I'm employee 4,827, where I'm just a number, where my entire existence is corporate property. Or should I go back to 1967? Back to Margaret and the kids and the white picket fence. Back to when fake families and fake happiness was all I had. At least in the simulation I felt human. At least there I had a purpose. Out here? I'm just a wage slave waiting to die. A battery for the megacorps. A data point. And you know what they tell us? You'll own nothing and you'll be happy. And they're right. I don't own anything. Not my apartment, not my body, not even my own damn memories. But I am happy. When I'm under. When I'm plugged in. When I'm buying their product. So yeah, that's the story. Boy meets girl, boy falls in love, boy wakes up and realizes girl was a corporate simulation designed to keep him docile and complacent. Riley wasn't real, but she felt real. And that's all that matters anymore. I'm going back under, back to the lie. Because the lie is better than this shit reality where everything is stripped away and sold back to you. You'll own nothing, and you'll be happy.